One of the modern JavaScript features that you see a lot in React applications is object destructuring. So let's imagine we have an address object like this. We have street set to some value, city, and country. Now let's say somewhere in the code, we need to extract the value of these properties and store them in separate variables. So this is what we typically do. Constant street, we set it to address.street, and similarly, city, we set this to address.city, and finally, country. The problem with this code is, oops, I missed a T here. The problem with this code is that we have this repetitive address dot code in multiple places. Destructuring solves this problem. So if we want to have 3 variables or 3 constants, street, city, and country, and we want them to be set to these properties in the address object, we can rewrite this code like this. So constant, we add curly braces. This is the destructuring syntax. We add the name of the target properties, in this case, street, city, and country. We set this to the address object. So what we have on line 11 is exactly equivalent to these 3 lines. And we no longer have that repetition of address dot. So basically, we're extracting the street property from the address object and storing it in a constant called street. Now, you don't necessarily have to list all the properties in the address object. Maybe you're only interested in the city property. In that case, you can drop these 2 other properties. Now, what if we want to use a different name here? For example, what if we want to call this constant st? We can use an alias here. So we add :st. With this syntax, we're defining a new constant called st, and we're setting that to the street property of the address object. So this is object destructuring that you will see a lot in the future sections.